Hi and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm working in my handmade back-to-back bound journal, and as always I will put a link in the top right corner info box on how I created this journal. I'm starting my page with some acrylic paint and I just apply it with my fingers, and of course I have primed the whole spread with gesso. I use some water and a brush to blend the acrylics out to get some different shades of color. I also have laid a piece of scrap paper on the right side to clean off my fingers and the brush, and these kind of leftover papers I love to use for junk journals or for other art journals or just as collage elements. I'm going in with some dark blue. This is the Prussian blue, also from Amsterdam, and that green was, I believe, the light olive green. Now I'm adding in some purple. I normally have a plan which colors I am using. I am not sure if I had one here, but I really like how the purple looks against that green. I start scribbling a circle with a pastel pencil. I scribble it also into the wet paint. This creates some interesting marks and texture. When everything is dry, I am adding some background stamping, and I'm using my grungy swirl stamp here and just stamp it randomly over the page. And I believe I used a purple ink. It's not black. I want to create a second layer to increase the dimension of the page, and therefore I'm using my scraper together with some heavy gesso. I am a bit careful not to cover up everything, but sometimes it's hard to add a second layer because you like the first layer very much and then you think you can cover it up, but finally most of the time another layer makes a page more interesting and gives it more depth. I'm creating some texture using a stencil. This is one from STAMPlorations, and I just use a sponge together with that purple acrylic. I do some more mark making, and as this page has already round elements, I continue by stamping a circle with that wooden piece of that sponge, and I just used the same green ink that I've used for the background. That's what I really love about playing with acrylics in my art journal. They become waterproof when they are dry, and you can add layers over layers and play until you are happy with the result. To bring in some more contrast, I go in with a red and add also some dots. When this is dry, I use my graphite pencil. This is a water-soluble graphite, and I just dip the nib into water and redraw that circle I have started, because I want to put my focal point into this circle. I'm adding some more marks with that pencil, and here I just add some contrast against the round shapes. I'm adding some crosses. And as always, I'm adding color splatters. I think I have almost no page where I have no splatters. I really like the look of it, and I think it always adds to a page. I'm still not happy, so I come back in with that pencil again, and I also add some more stamping after everything is dry. As always, you will find my blog post linked up in the video description. There I have some close-up images of the page. What's always pretty interesting on a background is some font or script, and here I'm using my vintage postcard stamp. Just add a little bit to the background. Now I add my sentiment and my main image, and for the sentiment I just stamped it to tissue paper and adhere it with gel medium. I think that's the safest way to get a really good impression. The flower is stamped on a piece of scrap paper, and I believe this was made with distress oxide in one of my previous videos, and I will link this up to the top right corner info box as well. I realized that I haven't cut out the flower completely, so I just pull it off the page and finish cutting it out, and then I also stick it down with gel medium. I really liked how the page turned out, and I believe this could make a really nice postcard. I hope you enjoyed that video today, and I hope you will see us next time. Bye.